I swear to you, the shirt is meant to be wrinkly. It was packaged, twisted up and tied in on itself in a knot, and I was like, Maurice's, what is this? I don't own an iron, so it has never unwrinkled itself. So I guess this is a look. Okay, so this is the new to BookTube tag. It's by
Between Chapters.
Yeah, that person. So let's do the thing. Number 1, where are you joining us from? Kansas City, Kansas, not Missouri. Actually, it's a suburb called Overland Park, which got internet fame because of that little web series with the Barbie dolls.
Let me tell you how things work around here in Overland Park.
I already know how things work around here at Overland Park.
Number 2, how old are you? Old as fuck. I'm 28. And all of you little YouTubers who look like you're 12, I'm gonna need you to put your age somewhere, because I feel a little weird when I watch like 3 video reviews from someone and then they mention that their mom has to drive them to school because they don't have a permit, and I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't be watching your videos. I feel like you should be with the children and I should be with the adults, and we should just...
Especially when some of you kids discuss erotic romance.
Number 3, why did you join BookTube? You know I wrote down my answers over here. I don't know why I thought making videos would be fun, so I started a channel. Thanks for that deep and insightful answer past me. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos and I lack the ability to consume media without needing to produce it. Thus, I write books and I make websites and blogs and I draw. I don't draw. I try to draw. Please delete all of that. You know we don't draw. Who are you trying to fucking kid? I don't know how to look at something and enjoy it without immediately turning around and making my own. Like, I don't know how to do that. Except with food. I can't cook. Number 4, what is the meaning behind your channel name? My name, as you can tell, is Jaylee James. I made it like in 2009 when I made my very first Tumblr and I was trying to impress a girl. I feel like a large quantity of the things I have done in my life were done to impress someone whose face I wanted to kiss. Anyway, I made a Tumblr 100 years ago, put this name on there because my regular name was taken. Thanks, whoever did that. And it was supposed to be like a play on the gas station The Flying J, but it turns out that like no one knows what those are, so people don't get it. 5, what types of books do you read / want to talk about here? I read whatever. I started out on Tumblr as a YA book blogger, and young adult books are still very dear to my heart, although I kind of feel like I'm outgrowing them. I read the ones that everyone else is excited about, and I'm like, these kids need to calm the fuck down. Like, I used to love YA romance, and now when I read it, I'm like, ugh, you're like 16, okay? Like, there will be other boys. You know, like you're reading some like paranormal romance novel where some like 15-year-old is going to sell her soul to Satan for this teenage boy, and I'm like, oh wait, we're still talking about books. I read graphic novels and like manga.
Fantasy, romance, anything with queer characters, sci-fi.
Number 6, who are some of your favorite authors? How much time do you have? Wait, this is a video, so you have as much time as I'm willing to put into this. I mean, you can always just click out of it, but if you haven't clicked out of it by now during the like tons of rants, I don't feel like you're gonna be scared off by a list. So I made a list because I had nothing else to do while I was in the bathroom. I will try not to like fangirl over each one. I'm just gonna try and list them. Cassandra Rose Clark, R. Cooper, Leah Cooper, Lauren Willig, Lacey Harrison, fucking fight me, Lori R. King, Rochelle Mead, Lissa Chiavari, whose last name I don't think I can pronounce, Lainey Taylor, Alexandra Bracken, Annie Dillard, Jennifer Donnelly, Sarah Diemer. Apparently she doesn't use that pen name anymore. Instead, she goes by Bridget Essex. I haven't read anything under that pen name, but it's the same person. Sarah Beth Durst, Milk Morinaga, I think I'm pronouncing that. John Milton. Yeah, I'm that pretentious. Rosamund Hodge. Isaac Asimov. His short stories, his novels bore me. Gillian Flynn. Sarah Shepard. Maureen Johnson. Feel like I'm missing some. It cannot possibly be this short. I tend to become a huge fan of novels and series, not necessarily the author. There are a lot of authors who I read one book by them and it was amazing, and then I read like 2 more books by them and I was like, why? Number 7, what is the last book you read? Team Fison by Chase Verity. It will be in one of these corners where the little thing pops out and it'll be like, dude, I'm over here. Number 8, Great! I know how to count. What are you currently reading? Leah Cooper's Vapor Trail, which sadly I have been trying to read for like a year. And it's an amazing book, but I am very easily distracted. Number 9, what do you use for bookmarks? Whatever is lying around. 10, show us your current TBR pile. It's on Goodreads. Does this count? Ugh. These are the books I currently have out from the library. I did another video about them somewhere. Number 11, what do you prefer, hardcover or paperback? Paperback. Ebooks or physical books? I don't care, whichever's cheapest. Owning or borrowing books? Clearly I like borrowing books. This is gonna like shred all of your little hearts, but my favorite books are the ones that are so broken in and used that the pages are soft that you're worried some of them might start falling out soon. The ones that are like bent and like clearly this book has been loved. But here's an example of what I mean by just like shred it all to hell. This book is waterlogged. It's like been duct taped to try and like keep the spine together. Look at that. The pages are like crackly. Somebody has gone through and underlined a whole bunch of stuff in here. It bothers me whenever I have a brand new book because I'm like, I need someone to break this book in for me. Number 12, what book or series got you into reading? I taught myself to read at the age of 3, 4? I don't know. Growing up, my mom would take us to the library once a week and I would get a stack of books. And then I would read all those and I'd be like, can we go back? And she's like, it's been 3 days. She was so excited when I finally got my own driver's license because she's like, oh good, finally you can drive yourself to the library every day. But yeah, like my mom was like, we couldn't buy you books when you were younger because you read them so fast. I like the satisfaction of turning a book in when you're done. So like whenever I have finished a book, I get a sense of accomplishment when I get to put it back in the library slot knowing that I have read it. And so I think that is part of the reason why whenever I have my own books, I tend to not read them. 13, how did you discover BookTube? Well, I was a part of Book Tumblr, is that a thing? And then I switched over to Book Twitter, young adult Twitter, which is full of discourse. BookTube was just a part of that whole thing. It's just, I don't know, it all kind of interacts with itself. I think I'm addicted to watching attractive people get really mad about books. Like there's these like girls with this like gorgeous background that has like, it's like perfect, like their books are color coordinated or they've got like twinkly lights or whatever and their makeup is flawless and all their stuff's flawless and then the whole video is them just being like, this book was trash. 14, what challenges do you think you'll face with your own channel? Clearly lighting. Maybe not spending an hour ranting. But number 15, where else can we find you? I spend way too much time on Twitter. Goodreads, everything should be the writing J, and if it's not, you can honestly search for Jaylee James. So that was that tag. If any of my 2.5 followers would like to do this video, you should do it and you should tag me because I will be so excited that somebody paid attention to my video.